Hello aspirants and welcome again to Legacy IS Academy. In this video, we will be looking at US's own Suez moment. Now, Suez Canal is not in use as such. Then why are we using this term Suez moment? We will understand that. We will go back in history in 1956, what actually happened with respect to the Suez Canal blockade and what is this Suez moment and what is this US's Suez moment in the present context. So let us get started with this news. So the news is about the USA's own Swiss movement, which can actually change the world order. World order means the power dynamics of the world. Now, if you look at it, after the Second World War, the world was bipolar, wherein the power was sort of divided between USSR on one side and United States of America on the other side. But in the 1990s, when the USSR disintegrated, there remain only one supreme power sort of a nation, that is the United States of America, having soft as well as hard power over the world, over a huge region of the world. However, there are other countries that are vying for this power. Now, China wants the world to be bipolar and wants itself to be also the powerhouse along with USA. Russia is another one because historically it has been, the erstwhile USSR has been a stronghold. India, again, we also want to be the leaders of the world, be powerful country of the world, and we don't as such believe in a unipolar world having just one power or a bipolar world having two powers. We believe in multipolar world there, wherein there will be few countries who will be powerful, but we want to be part of that multipolar world and part of that world as one super power. So right now, if you see, USA is, you can say, arguably the most powerful country in the world with respect to soft and hard power. Now, what is being discussed now is that US's own Suez Canal movement or Suez moment can change the world order. That means can change the world being led by US to a world being led by some other countries. So let us understand first what is this Suez moment. Now, in the 1950s, what had happened is country, that is United Kingdom, France, these all are colonizers. Now they try to take control over the Suez Canal. And again at that time, you had Iran present over there, right? And Iran stood firm and did not let this happen. But it was not all alone. In fact, at that time, ironically, it was the United States of America which pressurized these countries to not go ahead with it, and finally they had to recede. So you can see this UK and France, right? They were the global powers after World War II, and it is 1950s. Not much time has passed. They are still the global world powers. But USA, along with Iran and the other players, stopped this blockade. This subsequently led to the decline in the power of UK and France, and it is after that United States of America rose to power along with USSR, and then the dominance of these two countries, we all know, went on for decades, also giving rise to the Cold War era. So this here is actually the Suez moment. Now presently we are talking about US's Suez movement. That means we are trying to create a possible analogy. Previously in Suez movement, there was a decline of UK and France. The present state of Hormuz movement, which can be USA's own Suez Canal movement, which can lead to decline of the United States of America's hegemony over the world, or at least most part of the world. So what is the current conflict overview? US leadership is under, of course, Donald Trump. There is involvement of Israel, which is led by Benjamin Netanyahu. Target is basically Iran's military and political system. Initial US claims were what? That they will have a quick victory. But after some time, they realized the victory will not be quick. So then they gave another timeline of a few weeks. But that has also passed. So the claim of USA is quick victory proved to be absolutely incorrect. Now the question is, why did this fail? This failed because of the underestimation of the IRGC plus the use of the asymmetric warfare by Iran. Asymmetric means Iran basically fires cheap cheap missiles, fires cheap drones, but to stop that you have to still use the costlier defense missile system that you have created, leading to an asymmetric warfare wherein Iran is spending less money, whereas US, Israel have to spend huge amount of money in order to counter the cheap drones and missiles that are being targeted. Right. So this is what Iran's strength is. Also, Iran, see, USA has done this previously as well. So Iran knows that this is possible, that USA will attack unprovokedly, will keep on still attacking. So what they have done is they have stockpiled large number of drones, missiles, etc. So they had a huge number of it. So there was a gross underestimation by Israel and US with respect to the power that Iran holds. Now let us understand the changing nature of warfare. I've already told you the asymmetric warfare is being carried out over here. So the nature of warfare is now asymmetric, which gives a very strategic advantage to the country, which is not that powerful as well. Now, what is the regional and global impact over here? See, the attacks on US-linked bases by Iran includes attack on Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and Oman, Kuwait as well. These regions were attacked because these regions consist of USA military bases. Iran was very clear. See, you do not allow USA to use your military bases, or else we will have no other option but to attack. The attack also was carried out so that these countries can pressurize US to stop it. However, we know that that has not happened. Subsequently, the Strait of Hormuz tension led to global oil disruption and LPG or gas supply disruption as well. This led to rise in inflation, so on and so forth. Now let us look at the implication for the world order. This is the most important thing. How can the world order change? Now the leading countries here for that is China and Russia are leading with respect to the new world order that can be created. Why are we talking about this? Because there is a possible decline of the US's global dominance. Now what is the reason for this? See, USA was looked at as a very powerful nation, specifically military-wise. Its military spend is more than the military spend of the combined next top 10 countries after USA. However, USA is not visibly seeming to win this war. That's point number one. In fact, it has incurred huge amount of losses. Point number two. Point number three, Iran is also not backing out. So if the war ends, it may end on Iran's terms, which would look like a loss to USA. Even if it ends 50-50, that would be like a loss to USA, because USA's intention was to overtake Iran, its destroy its political regime, its military, etc. If they do not achieve it, it will be a loss for them. Another thing is the Strait of Hormuz, which was open previously, will now be monitored, regulated, and guarded by Iran going forward, is what it looks like. At the same time, the other countries of the world will now understand that US is not untouchable. USA can be defeated and is as good as being defeated. So that psychological inferiority complex and all will also be gone, and the other countries will also now not be as afraid of USA as they were previously. So here USA can take a back seat, leading to the decline in USA's power. Now when that declines, that power vacuum needs to be filled by someone, and China as well as Russia looks like present to replace. They may not compete with each other, they may together try to replace with their own partnership the dominance of United States of America, thus leading to the change in the world order. And of course, there is a possibility that Iran or other country can be a side observer or a part of this changing world order. Iran definitely can be a the reason basically for this to happen. And these are the countries. Now, why India is not being talked about here? See, India is anyhow has taken a very neutral stance. Here there is a possibility these countries are going to take a pro-Iranian stance. In fact, they have, at the United Nations Security Council, the resolution to condemn Iran's attack was vetoed by China and Russia. Plus, militarily they are very powerful. Plus, they are two of the 5 permanent members in United Nations Security Council. Russia has also been a big power previously as well. China, the production house of the world, one of the biggest industrial country there is in PPP terms. The China GDP is also highest, militarily also very powerful, and is involved in multiple regions of the world, and both have blue water navy as well. So taking all this into consideration, the unipolar world may be weakened when will give rise to multipolarity in the world. Hopefully we will also be there. So here the idea would be, what should India do in such a situation? Now, what should India be doing is, India wanted multipolarity. I hope that we know about it. So India should right now, of course, we don't want to intervene from by one side and then maybe anger the other side. That is not right. Balancing both the sides is very important, but at the same time, it is very important that when this vacuum will be created by the decline of USA's dominance, India should also be a part of the powerful multipolar world, which will be filling the vacuum created by the United States of America. So America goes, and its place can be taken by China, Russia, and India as well. Thank you.